What up, guys? It's Callsign Honey Badger with Viper Airsoft, coming to you guys with a unboxing and review of the Elite Force 1911 TAC. I will come out with a shooting test in another video soon, but for right now, this is the review and unboxing. So first off, I'll say that I have shot this gun. I have taken it out of the box and used it in-game, just so I can get experience with it and I can give accurate reviews. Alright, so just comes in your average Elite Force box. Inside the box you'll get things that come with every other airsoft gun: the manual, ads, warranties, and then bam, the gun is right there. So first impressions, it has a decent weight to it, due to the fact that it's full metal. The slide is actually really nice because I previously had another CO2 gun and it had like one of those weak springs on the slide, but this is it's really solid. Just the gun itself is very solid. For the magazine, comes with a 15 round magazine. You put the CO2 in. And it's also fully metal, but I personally like this a lot because my previous CO2 gun, the CO2 went in the foregrip. So what happened is one time I twisted the key too far and it broke the gun. So this is a really nice magazine, but if something were to happen to this magazine, you just have to replace the magazine, not the whole gun, because it's, yeah. So, one thing that I did do to help the seal, which I recommend, is I sprayed a little bit of silicone spray right there, so the seals are good on the CO2 canister. Speaking of CO2, this here you'll get pretty big Allen wrench. This is what you use to put in the CO2. So you get the magazine. It has a little anchor right there. Just get in there. You unwind it until you can slip in the magazine. There is a lip here, so make sure you put it in from the right side. So it's from the correct side. So you put the tip in first and then drop the back in, and then you just tighten it, and that's how you put in the CO2. The spring is pretty nice on this magazine, and it also locks, but it's not like some other magazines that you'll twist it sideways. Basically, the part that pushes up the BBs, this part right here, there's a little opening where it'll get wider, and you just stick that, it like pops out, and that's what keeps it open. So yeah, that's the review or unboxing. So now for the review. Like I said, I have shot this in game, so I'll say it's a very nice pistol. It's very accurate. I highly recommend it. It has this threaded barrel, so you can put in a silencer or barrel extension, whatever you want to put. The tactical rail. What I want to say is the tactical rail is not a true Picatinny rail. I know because I ran into this problem because I wanted to put my flashlight, just one of these here, but it's too big since it's not a true Picatinny rail. So I actually had to get a Dremel tool and just make it wider in order to make it fit. That's pretty much that, and something I'll get into later in the video, or next, will be the only complaints I have with this gun because it's a really good gun. The second thing is the safety. It's very functional safety, it works good, but the only problem I had with it is that it would just go on during the matches, because what happened is I'd have it in my holster and when I take it out, since I was wearing gloves, I have a tendency to flick it up, or when I was pulling it out of the holster, it would go on safety. So when I go to shoot, it doesn't do anything. So it takes something to get used to, because before the safety on my old gun was here, so it wouldn't be a problem. So if you're not used to it, it's something to definitely get used to, because I went to shoot a couple people and the safety was on. So just double check on that. Next, the sights. They're nice sights. One thing that actually surprised me is, I'm not sure why, but the front sight is actually a completely different piece. So it's like a little bit wobbly, but it's very minor. It's still secure. Next, hop up. The hop up is adjustable on this gun. So in order to do that, be sure that the magazine is out. I made this mistake and the magazine wouldn't come out, or the slide wouldn't come off, and I was wondering why. It's because the magazine was in. So once you have the magazine out, you'll notice that there's two notches. There's the first one, which is for when you're out of ammo, the slide will lock back. And there's the second one. So what we'll do is, once the magazine is out, you'll see that there's a little metal piece in there. So I find that the easiest way is to use your index finger on the other side. There's this little thing there. You make sure you line up that, push that with the other hand, kind of just use that to work out the other side. There you go. So it'll just come out. This little piece comes out, and the slide goes forward. This gives you access to all your internals, so you can oil it. The hop up is right here. It's very, very small. I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up. But it's, yeah, the camera's not focusing, but right there's a little knob that it'll go 180 degrees, and that's the hop up. Very small, but yeah. So to put it back, you just line these up, slide it back in, pull it back to there, get the piece, make sure that aligns with that, push it in, let go, and you're good. So yeah, that's the Elite Force 1911 TAC. Overall, it's a really nice gun. I highly recommend it to anyone, from beginners to experienced. And yeah, I will be coming out with a shooting test in the near future, and I'll see you guys then.